A submissive sheep is a find for a wolf. A quote from the Gulag Archipelago, written by Alexander Solzhenitsyn in 1958 about his years spent in the Gulag or Soviet prison. Solzhenitsyn was born in 1918 in Russia. He was a mathematics and physics professor, and he was arrested in 1945 for criticizing Stalin and the Soviet Union in private letters. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison and eventually expelled from Russia for his literary expose, winning a Nobel Prize in Literature for writing the best non-fiction work of the 20th century. Now, I've been following the Tommy Robinson trials in the UK through Ezra Levant and the Rebel media. Tommy is incredibly being treated more like a citizen from the former Soviet Union than a member of a fair and democratic society that we think of as the United Kingdom. He is a modern-day hero, in my opinion, and one of very few who are speaking out against these affronts to liberties that we take so for granted. I am happy to help him in making whatever small contribution I can to his cause, for as Solzhenitsyn wrote, every man always has handy a dozen glib little reasons why he is right not to sacrifice himself. I believe that the wolf is at our door. One has only to follow the current trend of censorship of unwanted opinion to see exactly where we as a society are headed. We are people led by morons and misfits, power-hungry individuals who are interested in fooling the voting public for their own advancement and not the good of the people that they are elected to represent. And we, the sheep, act as though nothing is wrong. Our esteemed Prime Minister is a perfect example of incompetence of the most dangerous kind, and what is happening in England and throughout much of Europe has arrived at our doorstep. And it is imperative that we do something, anything, to stop it, before we too are chased from pubs and restaurants by police using Stalinist tactics to shut us down, and courts who know in advance how the trial will end. Or as Stalin wrote in his novel For All Times, and the overwhelming majority, almost all, behaved just like that, without any spirit, helplessly, with a sense of doom. Is that what we're doing, folks? There is an undercurrent of discontent. You can feel it. I think that's what brought Donald Trump to power in the United States. But will it grow to become the tidal wave that is necessary to reverse this dangerous trend that threatens our liberties and this democracy, however imperfect, that we take for granted? I sure as hell hope so. Else we are in big trouble. And it ain't far off. No, indeed. The wolf is already at our door.